At a Cardinal float glass plant, a 24/7 state-of-the-art operation, I observed the amazing process of making clear float glass. From the start, when raw materials arrive, a dedication to quality is evident in the precise way they are tested, measured, and mixed into a batch of dry ingredients that will become glass. I learned of Cardinal's environmentally sound manufacturing process, which includes the efficient use of recycled glass called cullet. Cullet is broken glass that is returned by customers as well as from the FG plant itself and is added to the batch. The batch is then conveyed to an enormous furnace that reaches temperatures of up to 3,000 degrees. The heat transforms these raw materials into a liquid, which then floats across a molten bath of tin. In the tin bath, the glass spreads into a wide sheet or ribbon, where it is pulled and shaped into a precisely controlled thickness. The process is monitored continuously by technicians to ensure quality. When glass passes through the annealing layer, it is cooled slowly to control the stress on the glass and ensure uniformity of thickness. 20 miles of glass ribbon pass through the plant's cold end, producing more than 600 tons of glass each day. Defects in Cardinal's raw glass are almost unheard of. Beginning with a laser defect detection system, the glass travels through scoring, cutting, edge trimming, and delivery to packing stations, all guided by systems monitored in the Skylab. These systems also allow the dimensions of the glass lights to be changed many times during the day, resulting in one of the most flexible manufacturing systems in the world. The airside orientation of the lights is carefully managed throughout the packing process. This becomes important at the glass coating operations, where pristine surfaces are critical. In the closing process, great care is taken to package, wrap, and label the orders before they are transported to the customer in record time. I followed the glass next to a Cardinal CG, or coating plant. Cardinal is the world's largest coater of glass for residential applications, and their coated products meet or exceed building codes around the country. Cardinal has substantial R&D capabilities, with a focus towards product development, performance testing, durability, and certification. Innovative coating formulas, such as Low E366, are an example of Cardinal science turned into reality. In the coating plant, after the glass is washed, the lights are coated in a process called sputtering. This process deposits a thin film of metallic and non-metallic elements on the glass. Inside the coating chamber, positive ions in glowing plasma are attracted to the negatively charged target, for instance, a solid silver bar. The ions strike the target with such force that material to be deposited on the glass is ejected atom by atom, a lot like a cue ball hitting a rack of billiard balls. Some elements are cylinder-shaped, making these targets rotatable. This maximizes the use of the coating material. In the case of Neat or Plus, coatings that make the glass easier to clean, the elements are sputtered upward. Throughout the entire coating process, Cardinal's same high standards of quality control and measurement are maintained. Another improvement is the addition of high-volume cutting after the glass is coated. This contributes to shorter lead times and flexibility. Cardinal also has the unique capability of post-tempering their coated products. This technology has improved Cardinal's ability to ship orders complete and on time.
Right now on Rescue Renovation. Homeowners Lisa Bacon and Charlene Paris knew their kitchen was a nightmare when they bought their house over a year ago.
It was not anything I wanted to live in for any amount of time.
But the demo process has been very slow going.
I started that about 8 months ago. I took down my first cabinet and then would wait a couple weeks and take another one down.
And then it came to a screeching halt.
We've gotten to a point where everything needs to be done at once, and we can't do that.
But now, licensed contractor Kayleen McCabe is giving this project the green light.
This has to be finished in like 10 minutes.
Turning this awkward space into a dream kitchen for this family in way less time than these homeowners could ever imagine.
Without you guys, we would be doing this for 5 or 6 years, and I just can't even fathom that.
4 years.
Okay, 4.
All right, these windows suck. They're awful, they're really old. So we're gonna start taking out these windows, actually frame them in smaller, and replace them with brand new double pane windows.
We're conflicted about those windows. We really love kind of the outdoor, how it brings the outdoors in, but then it limits what you can do with the space.
With the windows out, the team can reframe the holes to fit a smaller, shorter window. The old ones came down too far, so by raising them up a bit, they'll be able to fit a bank of cabinets underneath, making this area more functional.
A very simple process. This is not rocket science. Literally just furring out this wall with 2x4s. Just that simple. Now we're gonna drywall, button tape the lines, and install the window in our new, smaller frame. Woo! More work.
The corner here for right now.
With all the windows framed and the electrical in, it's time to get the new ones installed.
Who framed this?
Nice, nice, nice.
Wow. With the window open, the breeze is nice. And it's funny, because I'm on the outside. One thing that's really important is to make sure that it's plumb and level right now. We're gonna screw it in from this side, but I wanna make sure we don't need to do any shimming. Well, we shouldn't, right, Don? Because we framed it.
We got just a little bit to do.
Awkward.
So, Charlene, the other cool thing about these
Yeah?
is these two little latches up here.
Yeah.
You can just drop this down like that.
Oh, isn't that cool? Oh my gosh.
And if you want to, you can even pop the whole window.
Oh, wow.
Now, Lisa is the electrician. Are you the carpenter?
No, obviously not. All right, I'm embarrassing myself here.
You're a pro.
This is the drill.
Coming up, all this help doesn't mean the job's getting done any faster.
4 hours? I don't have 4 hours.
But everyone's hard work finally pays off in the end.
Are you really crying? Yay! Let me put on some lip gloss before I do some demo. All right.
Yes,
I'm ready to remove trim now.
My next stop was at a Cardinal tempering plant. Tempering and heat strengthening transform annealed glass into stronger products. 4 times stronger in tempered and twice as strong in heat strengthened. Stronger glass can withstand the rigors of manufacturing, satisfy building codes, and produce windows that better resist the challenges of Mother Nature. In fact, since Cardinal began using heat strengthened and tempered glass in their IG units, breakage has been dramatically reduced, so much so that Cardinal warrants these units against breakage. To prepare the newly arrived lights, the edges must be ground smooth. After washing, a laser logo is applied to each light of glass. Because of the extensive need for water to cool the edges during grinding and cleaning, Cardinal has developed an ecologically minded water recycling and purifying system. Next, the glass is conveyed on ceramic rollers through the furnace. The 2 largest tempering furnaces in the world are both located in Cardinal's Tomah, Wisconsin facility. The glass is heated to the correct temperature, quenched with air, and emerges either heat strengthened or tempered. After coolers further lower the temperature for packing. The glass then passes through a defect detection system and a distortion measuring device. Mapping the glass surface helps Cardinal find ways to improve their products and also ensures delivery of only the finest glass. The glass is then protected and processed for shipping.
Our Earth has sustained itself for billions of years through floods, droughts, ice ages, and volcanic activity. It has flourished to give us life from the blue seas to the highest mountains. Today, carbon dioxide levels from the industry and lifestyles humans have created are threatening the natural habitat and the natural circle of life. Our cars, our companies, and our homes have raised carbon dioxide levels in the Earth's atmosphere by 30% since the Industrial Revolution, bringing about rising temperatures, changing sea levels, and extreme natural conditions like droughts and flooding. Global warming is one of the most serious challenges affecting the world today, and now is the time for change. In the U.S. alone, homes and buildings account for 65% of electricity consumption, 36% of energy use, and 30% of greenhouse gas emissions. With a heightened awareness of the human effect on the environment, we are becoming more conscious about the choices we make in our lives and in our homes. As consumers, we can all make a difference by making subtle changes to our daily habits, such as reducing our thermostat by 2 degrees in the winter and increasing it by 2 degrees in the summer, or by turning off appliances that are not in use. We also have many new, cost-effective options for conserving energy through ENERGY STAR rated products, such as appliances, compact fluorescent light bulbs, and more thermally efficient windows. Window technology has advanced over the past 20 years with the use of composite materials for framing, low-E coatings, and the use of multiple panes of glass in the window construction, known in the industry as insulating glass. Insulating glass is very important in improving the energy efficiency of your home. 65% of existing homes in the U.S. have single-pane windows. This contributes 25 to 35% of the total energy wasted in homes and buildings and 10% of the total carbon emissions in the U.S. annually. By replacing your single-pane windows with energy-efficient double-paned windows, you can reduce your home's energy usage by as much as 38%. Windows with more than one pane of glass provide added protection against heat and cold escaping from the window's edge. Optimal thermal performance, or energy efficiency, in an insulating glass window is best obtained when it is constructed with SuperSpacer, a non-metal foam material which separates panes of glass and blocks the heat path in the window system. This is known by window manufacturers as warm edge technology. With SuperSpacer, you're ensured that warm air stays inside during the winter and cool air stays in during the summer. When heat and cold are not escaping, less energy is needed to keep your home at a comfortable temperature. It is great for your family, great for your energy bills, and it helps to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide emitted into the Earth's atmosphere. Purchasing windows made with SuperSpacer can also protect your home and your family in other ways. The non-conductive construction of SuperSpacer helps to protect your windows from forming condensation, a breeder of mold and bacteria in homes. Windows made with SuperSpacer virtually eliminate condensation, making the air your family breathes cleaner. And if you are tired of hearing airplanes flying overhead, or if you live on a busy street, windows made with SuperSpacer can also help reduce noise by as much as 2 decibels when compared to standard sealed units. It's thanks to next-generation products like Super Spacer that windows are now bearing the Energy Star label, a symbol of quality and efficiency for your home. By choosing Super Spacer in your windows, you're helping to reduce carbon emissions while saving on energy costs and protecting your family's health. As consumers, we are all contributing to climate change. It's our responsibility to reverse the trend. Together, we can take practical steps as homeowners. It's often the small things that make a difference.
Outside, in the elements, anything can happen. But inside the home is where we keep our most precious possessions, comfortably protected, no matter what the season. While winter extremes offer their own brand of outdoor environmental challenge, maintaining a pleasant indoor environment is very dependent on keeping the drafts down and the humidity up. Both these requirements have strong window connections, but the latter one, humidity, is particularly capable of causing harm, as well as doing good. Indoor winter humidity levels that are high enough for human comfort are unfortunately too high for cold window surfaces, the almost instant result being condensation. This accumulated moisture is the natural breeding ground of mold. Past experience has shown that both condensation and mold are most likely to occur on windows with metal spacers between the glass. Fortunately, you can protect yourself from window condensation simply by asking for EdgeTech's No Metal Super Spacer, the surest prescription possible for the enjoyment and benefits of health-smart windows. Heating in winter dries indoor air so much that many people humidify their homes. If they didn't, health and complexions would suffer, tropical plants wither, antiques degrade, and even some musical instruments, like pianos, can go out of tune. Increasing humidity, however, has its own drawbacks, with window condensation topping the list. Condensation is a problem, which for starters simply looks bad, and over time will stain frames, peel paint, and rot wood. But it gets worse, much worse. Window condensation causes or contributes to mold growth, a sinister presence often hidden from sight deep inside windows and wall openings. Visible mold can often be seen on poorly insulated or installed windows. As widely reported in the media, mold can be a serious problem with long-term health consequences. Mold is more and more being linked to child asthma, allergies, outbreaks of fungal diseases, and an increase in general respiratory illnesses. Mold and condensation are serious indoor problems, but there is a solution. The solution for condensation and its mold problem is to keep the moisture off the glass. This is accomplished by maintaining the warmest overall window surface temperatures. However, conventional windows have a highly conductive metal spacer between the glass panes, making the coldest part of a window its perimeter edge. A simple test using a cold glass of water shows quite dramatically how much more heat-resistant foam is than metal. With time, the metal spacer is cold to the touch, while Super Spacer resists the cold and is still warm to the touch. It's quite astonishing. This dramatic difference is because of the large amount of heat being conducted through the metal spacer. While metal is a constant heat loser, foam with its millions of tiny air spaces blocks heat transfer and is an excellent insulating material. EdgeTech Super Spacer is the only spacer product that fully exploits the insulating properties of structural foam. and is the most certain way of assuring comfortable winter humidity levels with no worries at all about condensation and mold. For a decade now, in some of the coldest and hottest climates on Earth, Superspacer has proven it has a lasting bond and a superior overall thermal performance. Its foam construction makes window glass flexible and much more able to withstand a lifetime stress of thermal expansion and contraction. A powerful acrylic adhesive provides an internal structural seal, holding Superspacer insulating glass together for a very long time. On the outside, meanwhile, is a virtually impenetrable gas moisture barrier, with the long-term double-duty assignment of sealing in argon gas within the glazing cavity and sealing out moisture from ever entering the unit. Only the Superspacer design and construction can assure homeowners a long and enjoyable window life. When selecting the style of window that perfectly complements the character of your home, remember that condensation and mold can easily be avoided now and in the future by simply looking for the Superspacer product label. The Superspacer product label is your security that when it gets cold and ugly outside, you and your most precious possessions will be protected inside. Remember to look for the label or ask for EdgeTech Superspacer, the HealthSmart window with a lasting bond.
A person's home is truly a window on the world. And the beauty of the landscape is seen through a lens of clear glass. That world deserves to be viewed through the cleanest, clearest lens possible. Windows that stay cleaner, longer. Cardinal Glass is proud to introduce a revolutionary new product that will do just that. It's called Neat. Neat window glass keeps the exterior of a window cleaner and even makes cleaning that window easier. This is accomplished with a coating on the glass that allows the sun to do all the work. Neat's qualities are durable and long-lasting. They fight the common elements that make windows dirty while maintaining the key window performance that has made Cardinal's low E-squared energy-saving glass such a success. Neat's coating formula was developed and tested by Cardinal Glass at their research and development lab in Spring Green, Wisconsin. The application of Neat is exclusive to Cardinal, and like their low E-squared coating process, is performed to Cardinal's own high-quality standards. Neat is actually several layers of coatings that are each applied in separate chambers. Each layer is applied to the surface of the glass in a process called sputtering. In this process, a thin film of metallic and non-metallic elements are deposited or sputtered onto the glass. Inside the coating chamber, positive ions in glowing plasma are attracted to the negatively charged target, in this instance titanium. The ions strike the target with such force that the material to be deposited on the glass is ejected atom by atom, a lot like a cue ball hitting a rack of billiard balls. The basic element in Neat is titanium dioxide, an active photocatalytic coating that decomposes organic materials that come in contact with it. Some elements like titanium are cylinder-shaped, making these targets rotatable. This maximizes the use of the coating material. Ultraviolet light from the sun activates Neat's unique sheeting action. When it rains, the water beads up on plain glass. But when rain hits the Neat glass, it sheets off and leaves behind a clean window. Unlike plain glass that becomes even dirtier when raindrops dry, Neat keeps the windows cleaner longer. Even during overcast weather, the UV rays available continue to activate Neat. As carbon-based organic materials like common dust, resins, bird droppings, and fingerprints build up on the glass, they are simply washed away with the rain. The difference between Neat and plain glass is in the water repellency of their surfaces. When water drops onto the surface of plain glass, the contact angle is typically 35 degrees, creating a hydrophobic or water repellent reaction. But on the Neat-coated surface, water exhibits a decreasing contact angle, spreading out flat instead of beating up. Eventually, the contact angle is almost zero, at which stage the surface becomes completely non-water repellent, or superhydrophilic. This demonstration further illustrates the sheeting action of Neat. On the left uncoated side, the water beads up as it hits the glass. But on the right side, coated with Neat, the water slides or sheets off. This demonstration is a 15-minute drying test. The left side of the glass is uncoated and the right side is coated with Neat. Notice how the condensation dries in spots on the uncoated side, while the Neat side remains clear. To verify the effectiveness of Neat, windows coated with the product were placed in Cardinal's test home in Spring Green, Wisconsin. Cardinal set out to demonstrate different performance aspects of Neat, such as activation, cleaning and sheeting effectiveness, and longevity under actual weather conditions. Each window in the test home is half clear glass and half coated with Neat. These windows show the test results at all directional exposures, both exterior and interior views. Neat was also tested in a QUV chamber simulating 7 to 10 years of exposure. An added bonus is Neat's complete compatibility with Preserve, Cardinal's highly effective protectant film. Cardinal Glass is excited to introduce Neat, a truly innovative and superior product. Neat's super hydrophilic qualities give a Neat window special and unique attributes. Sun and rain clean the windows as UV activates the coating and rain washes away the dust and dirt. The windows dry quickly without spotting, and the reaction is long-lasting, even working on cloudy days. And the famous qualities of Cardinal's low E-squared window glass that ensure comfort, efficiency, protection, and beauty are now available with the added advantage of Neat. Neat, made to enhance the clear beauty of your window on the world.
and everybody having a ball. Until the fellas start the name calling. And the girls respond to the call. I have a woman shout out. Who let the dogs out? 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 I see the dance people had a ball cause Billy Fountains get out. Get back, Gruffy, bash Gruffy, get back, you flea infested mongrel. Gonna tell myself I man no get angry. Hey, yeah. 280 cows calling them K9. Hey, but they tell me, hey man, it's part of the party. You put a woman in front and a man behind. I heard a woman shout out. Who let the dogs out? 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 Say, a doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone. Oh, doggy, hold your bone. Oh, doggy, hold it. A doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone. Oh, doggy, hold your bone. Oh, doggy, hold it. Who let the dogs out? 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 I see the dance people had a ball cause Billy Fountains get out. Get back, Gruffy, bash Gruffy, get back, you flea infested mongrel.
Well, if I am a dog, the party is on. I gotta get my groove on, got my mind, I'm gone. Do you see the rays coming from my eye? Walking through the prison, Digimon is breaking them down. Me and my white talk, short, dealing, can't see color. Any caliber do, I think I knew that's why they call me Pitbull. Cause I'm the man of the land, when it's to me to do.
Who let the dogs out? 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 Gonna tell myself I man no get angry. Hey, yeah. 280 cows calling them K9. Hey, but they tell me, hey man, it's part of the party. You put a woman in front and a man behind. I heard a woman shout out. Who let the dogs out? 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 Say, a doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone. Oh, doggy, hold your bone. Oh, doggy, hold it. A doggy is nothing if he don't have a...
Up next on Rescue Renovation. This family wanted a backyard they could all play in, so they got to work.
So my husband bought a book, and he thought he could do things from a book.
And they discovered it was a lot harder than it looks.
As soon as we got the first snowstorm, everything started shifting.
Bringing in help only made things worse,
We hired a contractor. That's when things just kind of fell apart.
leaving them with a hot mess.
Don't touch those.
But now Kayleen and her crew are here to right the wrongs
If I come find you, you're gone.
and transform this desert wasteland into a lush wonderland.
Wow.
And it all starts now. So here's how we're gonna fix this. To maximize the space, we're gonna build a deck that spans the back of the house. This will give them plenty of space for outdoor living. Since the deck will pass right under the master bedroom, we're gonna transform an existing window into sliding glass doors for convenience and added light. Underneath the deck, we'll pour a large concrete pad which will support the weight of a hot tub. We'll build a large porch swing to hang under the deck, and new sod and landscaping will go in to complete the space.
Yeah, gosh, everything has to go. Time to do this. An outside demo! We're gonna rip out that deck, expand the deck, put a place for the hot tub, put a new patio in, and grade the yard. Today.
The new deck passes right by the master bedroom, so we're converting a window into a door for easy access.
Like butter.
Be able to slide the window right out, right?
Yeah, shouldn't be no problem. Screws are the only thing holding it in there.
Woo-wee. That's one way to do it.
With the window out, the drywall can be cut to make way for the new header and door.
You guys are moving quick, and well, we are very impressed, and you guys are actually making this family very happy.
Hello, Clinton! How do you like your day?
It is awesome!
The header for the new door is up and secure. Next step, cutting a giant hole in the side of the house.
It's really important that we don't overcut this door area because we want to make sure the transition between the bedroom and the deck is equal. So we're going to do a little bit of measuring, snap out a chalk line, and then cut the rest of this area out. Done. All right, well, that's how you put a hole into a house. You just cut it out. Got it? Yep. I'm gonna put an escalator in here for you too. Maybe a water slide, like a spiral run that goes down into the hot tub. Is this something that you would have tackled before?
Absolutely not.
No? I just need to put that door into this space, and then we'll be done.
Just put the door in that space.
It's no big deal. Just push fast forward to the DVR, and it's gonna happen real quick. Zzz. Here I am, putting in a door. Oh my goodness. Doing it right, right, Shane?
That's right.
Oh, I got the heavy.
Cut down the bottom, sticking to you.
Before. Honey, look at this. This is like a whole new world.
A whole new day. You guys have a dining area. You have a little coffee nook. Here now we have this overlook into your new hot tub.
My cool hot tub.
Yeah, the hot tub now that actually works since we fixed the electric and the plumbing. It's so nice.
Club tub.
Yeah,
at the
totally.
lights.
Did you see the lights going?
Oh my word.
We're such nerds.
It's like another deck.
It is. It's a whole nother deck. And we put it here because this was a window and we put it into a slider door. So now you have a deck on the outside of your master bedroom.
Look at that thing.
Look at this.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
We love our jobs. It turns out that we love building gigantic
And I
decks.
love you. Thanks, I love you. That was just
Now
amazing.
good.
You're amazing.
She deserves it.
She deserves it.
This is a work of craftsmanship. Shane did an amazing job on these stairs.
Look how big it is.
That's where the disaster was, right here.
This is what started it. I mean, this is really, you know, you guys had the planter beds back here. There was that paver patio that was right
Falling
here.
apart
The tub
right here.
pushing everything out right there. Shall we?
Okay.
One. That feels normal.
Oh, fabulous.
That makes sense.
Yes, that's how you enter your backyard.
It's gorgeous. A huge change.
You can see my sliding door from my bedroom. Allows me just to come and experience nature.
There's so much room. Yeah,
It's so
you
big.
guys will be able to have a lot of nice parties.
Who saw the old hot tub?
They've experienced.
Is this an upgrade?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would say it does.
Good job, guys. Good job.